Hey, all my YouTube people. I hope my mic's working. Like I said, I might come to you with a hotspot video. Sorry if the background noise is a bother, but it is what it is. This is where I am right now. So I thought of an interesting concept on how underemployment, not unemployment, but how being underemployed can really affect your life. Because one way to kind of look at it is, at least if you're unemployed, there are more benefits available to you. Underemployment is almost worse in some ways if you think about it, because like me, I make $12 an hour and I work about 16 hours a week. This barely allows me to pay, my rent, much less anything else. But anyway, so this is going to be seven reasons on how being underemployed really can be discouraging. So number one, all your money goes to rent and utilities. You can't get into anything else. Like, I've been wanting to get into motorcycling for about a decade. Well, I mean longer than that, but I've been seriously thinking about it for about 10 years. But just thinking about it more seriously lately, and there's just no way. There's no way anyone could get into anything that they wanted to, making the kind of money I make. Literally every penny I make goes to rent or paying my phone off, and what little I have left goes to buying me food. And a lot of times my father has to help me with food, so it's really discouraging in that way. You can't save either. So there's no putting any of that money away. And occasionally, if you have anything valuable, you might have to pawn or sell it just to get by. Number two, under an underemployment situation, it's very difficult, not to be depressed. Because although you might have a roof over your head and everything like that, you don't feel like you're getting anywhere otherwise. It's a very difficult situation to be in, because jobs these days will be less reluctant to hire somebody who's making any money at all, in lieu of hiring somebody who doesn't have anything. All right, number three, people are always having to spot you. Like if you are with a friend or family and you wind up at a burger place or something with them, they're going to have to buy your meal. You're certainly not going to be buying theirs for them. You'll be lucky if you can pay for your own. Okay? I work with my father, and every time we stop for lunch lately, he's having to buy my lunch for me, and I don't like that. As a lot of you know, I've been applying for hell for another job, and even after a lot of interviews, haven't found anything. So I'm not sure what I could do about it other than not eat, which I guess I could do, but I'm not in an age where you can really get away with that. I'm very affected at my age by being hungry. I don't like being hungry. Certainly not when I have a lot of work to do. But yeah, they're always having to spot you. So if you have wound up in this underemployment situation while you have pets, your pets are going to have to do with less. You might have been getting them really nice quality food and stuff like that, good quality litter if you have cats, but then, the underemployment happens and they go down to getting, corn-based dry food. They're lucky if they get any wet food at all. Mine get wet food once a week, and the quality of that wet food's gone down, and they are down to just the store brand litter. So they're in a worse situation because I'm in a worse situation. Which brings me to number 5. You have to do with less, primarily poorer food quality. Ever since my wife asked for the divorce back in October of last year, I've been pretty much eating beans and rice most of the week. That is a complete meal, a complete protein and everything like that, but that's literally all I've been able to really afford to eat. Some pasta here and there and some ramen here and there, really just to change things up a little bit, but what you're able to afford, as far as everything goes, even food for yourself, is going to go down. And being underemployed really affects what benefits you can get. You might be able to get food stamps, but you're not going to get as many as if you were just straight up unemployed. You might be able to get supplemental unemployment, but you're not going to be able to get full unemployment. Those things help, but they still may not be enough. So it makes planning anything hard because you can't afford to do anything. You get into this habit of kind of telling yourself like, oh yeah, I'd really like to do this or that or the other, and then you realize you just don't have the means to do any of it. Is really what it comes down to. And the final one, number 7. You can't really separate from town or work for a little bit. You can't, take a little tiny vacation or respite because you just can't afford to travel in any way. Even if you were just going to go next door town for a day, you can't really do that because you just can't afford the gas. That's really difficult. So right there, 7 short reasons why being underemployed can be really discouraging. Goemon Ronan signing out. Thank you for watching the channel, and please do subscribe. I'm trying to really grow my subscriber count. I do offer a regular guys, almost less than blue collar guys aspect on things, and I feel like it's useful. All of you, please have a good day.